It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Wow. You can see why it's quoted in so many different varieties, because it applies to so much of life. In fact, if you've seen the movie Invictus in South Africa, the story of the rugby team, it's actually not the poem Invictus that was handed to the captain of the team. It was this poem that was handed to the captain of the rugby team that inspired them on to greatness. Because there's something about entering into the struggle to hear the call of giving yourself greatly that actually brings life. You know, it was reading this chapter, it's the very opening to Brene Brown's book entitled Daring Greatly, that was kind of echoing through my mind as Florence and I were discerning the possibility of moving back to San Diego, where I grew up, to start this church. And we were in San Francisco. We had a good life. We had a good home, great neighbors, wonderful, it was good. And then I read this. As friends were calling me and saying, hey, I don't go to church, I'm not a part of any sort of religious community, but I've been to your congregation in San Francisco. If that was in San Diego, I'd be a part of it. And we're thinking, well, we have a pretty good life here, should we move? And then this comes. It's better to be the one in the arena, actually struggling and trying and giving yourself. We thought we are going to do that. And so here we are.